Good evening, everybody. I am just going to give everybody a minute or two to get online, of course. But thank you, all of you who do tune in. I know that the holidays can be a busy time. So any of you that are making the time to be with us here for our final Healing Wednesday of 2023, I truly do appreciate it. And even if you're not catching this live, eventually you're seeing this on a replay, of course, I appreciate you participating in this process. Before I get into anything, if I could first just get someone in the comments to give me just a thumbs up or a yes, if you could just let me know that the audio is coming through nice and clear. I just want to always make sure that's good before we get into any of the process. I already see a hello from Oregon, which is lovely. I see a hi, how are you? It's your first Healing Wednesday. Okay, amazing. We've been doing this for a long time, but it's always great when someone discovers it for the first time. I got a yes. That means people are hearing me, which is awesome. You are good too. Thank you. So the next thing I'll ask as we continue to let people settle in, let me know where you're tuning in from. We always love to see it, whether it's myself, Adam, or Lexi, or whoever from the team that is going live. We always love to hear where people are tuning in from. I am actually live from Elora, Ontario. It's actually a small city, about an hour and a half northwest of Toronto. That's a city that most people are more familiar with when it comes to Ontario, Canada. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I see Princeton already come in, Dallas, great city. So thank you guys for being here. Another first timer. That's amazing. See from St. Lucia. I've always wanted to go to St. Lucia. I've never been. Raleigh. Okay. North Carolina. Amazing. Hi from No Snow, Christmas, Minnesota. No snow up here in Elora either. Or in Toronto, Canada, anywhere like that of this part of the city. If there's no snow either, it's very interesting. Sarasota, Wisconsin, Alaska, Raleigh. Amazing. First time from Marina Del Rey, San Clemente, Michigan. I love this. We actually have a pretty good turnout. I wasn't sure how many people were going to tune in live tonight, given the holiday season, but maybe that means more people have more downtime. As people continue to tell me, West Texas, Miami, Los Angeles, Chicago, this is awesome. Thank you all for being here. My name is Mark. I'm a member of the Heal social media team. I've been a part of the team for over 8 years, been a big part of the journey that I'm so grateful to both Kelly Gores and Adam Schomer for letting me be a part of this team from when we initially met all the way to where we are today. What started as a documentary evolved into a book and now into a podcast as well. We just love bringing so much great content to you, all designed to help you tap into that inner healer and find your own inner ability to heal. So, hi, thank you for being here. If a lot of you are first timers in general, any of you who maybe tuned into Healing Wednesday before, if you don't recognize me, this is about the third or fourth time I've done this. You might be more familiar with seeing Adam's face. He will be back next week doing the first one of 2024, but I am filling in today. Lexi filled in beautifully last week with one of those sound baths, but tonight will be a guided meditation. And usually when it comes to me doing these guided meditations, and I see someone asking about the rewatch, yes, there will be replays available. We always post to our YouTube channel a few days after it goes live on here. So it's always widely available beyond anyone who's seeing this live. So thank you for that. So when it comes to guiding a meditation, I always love when given these opportunities to kind of tune in on the day of what I want to kind of dial into and what kind of comes to me. I like to think it's kind of the collective consciousness of those who are going to be live, plus those that are going to be tuning into this as a replay of what's kind of needed at this point. And I'll be honest with you, this time the theme jumped out at me like crazy. The theme that I really want to delve into is kind of the whole idea of clearing unwanted energies. And what I mean by that is kind of clearing your own energetic body, your space, your physicality, what surrounds you from energies that you don't necessarily want to have there because they're either holding you back, make you feel stagnant, or weighing you down, however you may see them. And the reason for this is that, the holiday times in general, most people see it as like a joyous time where you're getting together with family and friends that uplift you. And it's beautiful when it does that. But the holiday season can also bombard you with a lot of energies that don't necessarily jive with you at both the conscious and the subconscious level. And what I mean by that is that potentially a lot of maybe family members, coworkers, friends that you're interacting with more than you would on a regular week throughout the year may have certain things that just kind of weigh you down. Even if they're not doing it consciously or intentionally, their energy, their perspective on things just kind of act as little latches that kind of hook you down, bring you down to places if you allow yourself to be susceptible to it. And of course, it's difficult to always have your guard up and to always stay high vibrational. So this process tonight is designed to clear those energies out. Even if you're someone that, let's say, didn't spend the holidays with a lot of people and instead had it at home, you can still have a lot of energies latch on by comparing your holidays to perhaps what you believe other people are experiencing and kind of getting yourself stuck in some denser programs, stories, belief systems that may be holding you back. So this process tonight, it's not going to be too long, but it is going to be a guided meditation process designed to clear those energies, allow you to be at the highest vibrational frequency that we can all individually handle at this time, and to kind of be our best self from that state more easily rather than being bogged down by these unnecessary things. So we'll get started in just a second. Once again, thank you for being here. There's going to be a Clearing Unwanted Energies guided meditation. My name is Mark DeNicola. I will quickly put my Instagram handle in the chat just so you guys can follow me afterwards or now, whenever the case may be. That's it. You're right, 111 does keep showing up for listeners. I love that 111. It's a good sign before we even get started. So I just put my handle. It's at Mark DeNicola, MarkDenicola. Aside from my work from Heal, I also do a lot of work with people that have anxiety. I have a course called the Anxiety Toolbox, which I'll get into more later, but if you stick around until the end, I'm always happy whenever I do one of these meditations to offer it to the Heal audience for just $10 afterwards. So it's something that could be, only if you're interested, it's focused on helping people conquer anxiety, something that really plagued me, and I put a lot of work in to assist myself and others for years now. But let's get into this. I love that you're all seeing 111. It's a good vibe. It's a good thing. Let's clear this unwanted energy. So we're going to get into this process. Hope you're all comfortable. Get yourself into a nice position, whatever feels right, whether it's laying down, seated, whatever the case may be. As long as you're not too comfortable that you feel like you're going to fall asleep. But even if that happens, that's okay. You'll still get what you're meant to get from this process. So again, thank you for being here. We're going to start this process as you close your eyes with 2 to 3 breaths where you're taking deep inhalations through your nose. Take a tiny pause, just a second or two, and then a nice slow exhalation through your mouth as if you are pursing your lips, like blowing out of a straw, like that. So a couple cycles of breath like that with your eyes closed. I'll give you some time to do 2 or 3 of them. Once you've done 2 or 3, just return to a normal breath practice, and then I will kick in with some guided meditation. Enjoy. So as you take your final deep breath in through your nose, having a tiny pause, and then exhaling slowly out of your mouth as if you are blowing out of a straw. I want you to feel the weight of your body sinking into whatever surface you are currently making contact with, whether it's solely your legs and your bum that are connected to that surface, or part of your back is resting against it, or your arms, or all of your back and your legs, whatever is making contact with the surface that you are present on, allow your body to truly sink into it. Allow that weight to collapse, your shoulders to relax, your jaw to relax, your eyelids to relax. Every ounce of your body just relax into this process. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to feel tense to. As we stay relaxed, I'd like to draw your attention to the center of your forehead, in the area where many commonly refer to as being the home of your third eye. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. As I say each number, I would like you to visualize that number flashing 3 times in the center of your forehead. Each number is going to signify a deeper connection to this guided meditation process, as well as a deeper connection to everyone who is co-participating in it with you at this time from a place of love and connectivity. 1, see the number flash 3 times in the center of your forehead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, see the number flash 3 times in the center of your forehead, 8, 9, and 10. Now at level 10, I ask each of our individual angels and guides to assist us and connect with each of us in this process, to be present for us, and to provide support to one another throughout this process to make it even more powerful, even more connective for each of us. From having your attention focused in the center of your forehead, I'd like you to bring it now to the center of your chest, right in that middle core of your body. And as you settle there, I want you to visualize what it feels like in terms of the space that occupies that core of your body. Does it feel clear? Or does it feel somewhat clouded? Perhaps it feels incredibly clouded. Perhaps it even feels almost like a toxic air, where you have all these vital organs and so many beautiful aspects to you that reside and extend out from the core of your body. But at this time, it just feels a little bit bogged down, a little less capable than we would naturally like it to be itself and to feel good as itself. This fogginess, whether you're seeing it to be very dense or very thin and barely there, is representative of the thoughts, programs, belief systems, and energies that we've allowed to permeate into us, both consciously and subconsciously, from both everything that we've individually interacted with and anything that has been projected towards us from other individuals in our lives. And as we ruminate in this energy and in this fog, we set the intention, again with the assistance of our angels and guides, to clear this out, to release it. And to assist in this even further, I ask our angels and guides to create a portal between the center of our body, almost like a vacuum hose, between the center of our body and the sun. Even if the sun's not shining where you presently are, it's the middle of the night like it is for me right now, the sun is always shining somewhere and it's always accessible to us. And today the sun is going to serve the purpose of neutralizing and repolarizing everything that we send to it from the center of our body, all this cloudiness, all these programs, thoughts, programs, and belief systems that are holding us back, that are weighing us down. From a loving place, the sun will assist us in dissolving them and returning them back to a neutral state. So as we dial into this fog, we draw out all jealousies, judgments, and comparisons that others may have projected towards us. We choose not to interact with these things and to not allow them to have any form of latch on our energetic state of being. To further strengthen the release of these, we also project out to those who may have cast these things towards us, whether they did it consciously or subconsciously. We do not project fear or anger towards them for doing this. We instead project love. We project understanding, recognizing that their life is challenging in and of its own right. And their projection of this, even if it was done consciously, is still something worth forgiving and is still something worth projecting love to. And it does not change the fact that we, in their individual lives, wish them happiness and joy. We just choose to no longer operate within a vibrational frequency that allows whatever they project to us, both consciously or subconsciously, to have any bearing on our energetic state of being. Visualize and feel these latches and this energy and this fog from all the comparison, judgment, even hatred, disdain, whatever the case may be, just pulling out through that vacuum tube, right from the center of your chest. The vacuum strengthens even further. It amps up the dial on, it gets cranked up even further to pull out with even more force this cloudiness, this denser, darker energy that we choose to no longer play with. And it does so in a place of love, not holding on to any resentment, anger, or fear towards anyone who may have cast it towards us, or even towards ourselves for allowing it to build up within us in this way. We are all human, and we all, at times, will be bombarded and weak to aspects of life, but it's at this point that we are choosing to re-find our strength and to cleanse ourselves of that which we have previously let in. As the vacuum continues to draw from within us this denser, darker energy, I ask our angels and guides to assist us in raising the vibrational frequency of every single cell in each of our bodies to the highest vibrational frequency that we can individually handle at this time. I also ask our angels and guides to assist us in aligning all of our chakras, strengthening their connection to one another, making them all individually accessible to us, and also in direct communication with one another, to allow them all to radiate from everything that we do and from the energetic aura that we permeate and carry out to the world. I also ask our angels and guides to remove any veils from over our third eye, veils that we may have temporarily bought into or allowed to be placed upon us by being caught up in the human experience that we choose to no longer associate with, allowing us to have easy access to our intuitive third eye to be able to best navigate the world in which we live in for the remainder of this year and as we step into a new year in 2024. In addition to clearing the energy surrounding what may have been projected at us from others, I'd also like to clear out any of the thoughts, programs, and belief systems that we've cast upon ourselves as we've navigated this holiday season and even leading up to it. Beliefs we may have projected out in how things should be or could be, making us not live in the present or be grateful for what actually is. Cast that out. Give it no more space, allowing us to be present in this moment, grateful for all that we have, and to operate from a place of love. I also cleanse out any feelings of sadness or loneliness that may have stemmed from the holiday season, whether it be from the loss of loved ones, or from the lack of loved ones, or from a lack of a certain degree of love that one may expect from loved ones in their life or from outside of themselves. Cleansing that out, allowing us to dial into the abundant, fully fulfilling love that exists within all of us and that we can easily dial into from each and every other soul on this planet, since we are all interconnected, to make us feel love and to radiate at the highest vibrational frequency possible, which naturally attracts towards us even more love in different forms. We seal the deal on this process by projecting towards ourselves and every single cell of our body, including our mind, which is the one that tends to get tricked or fooled or misled into all these different paths. We project towards it the deepest level of forgiveness. A forgiveness for everything we may have slipped up into or fallen for or got caught up in or held back by. We let that all go from a place of love and understanding, and instead choose to focus on the ever-present now, allowing ourselves to create anew from this moment without the burden of any external energetic sources that we choose to not play with, or any unnecessary thoughts, programs, and belief systems that we've previously bought into, allowing ourselves to truly be present. And as we dial into this presence, I ask again our angels and guides to assist us in further elevating every single cell in our body to the highest vibrational frequency we can currently handle, further upgrading us to function throughout the remainder of today and in the coming days, weeks, months, and even years from the highest vibrational frequency possible. Feel the energetic upgrade. Feel it flow through every cell of your body. Do you feel any body parts or any aspects of you tingling? Pay attention to that. Feel that energetic flow. It doesn't matter where it is. That is your aliveness. That is what goes beyond the monkey mind that we often operate within. That is where we find interconnectedness, love, trust, courage, and so much more. Feel the presence of who you are and how much more it is than our physical bodies. Remember this. Be grateful for this. Love this. And know that you always have access to this in everything that you do. As we continue to ruminate in this new upgraded, higher consciousness energy, I send gratitude towards the sun for assisting us in this process. I disconnect the vacuum hose, again in gratitude and love towards our angels and guides for assisting to form that connection, for assisting with the upgrade and the raising of our vibrational frequency. And I bring us back to ourselves. Bring us back to our physical bodies by counting down from 10 to 1. Again, as I say each number, visualize it flashing 3 times in the center of your forehead. Each number is going to signify a disconnection from this meditative process, but a maintained connection to the benefits and the clarity it has provided. 10, 9, see the number flash 3 times, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can begin to gently open your eyes, bring yourself back into this process. For me, that was amazing. I always love the process of guiding a meditation, so I especially love when it just kind of flows out and there's not really much mind interruption, so I really enjoyed that. Thank you to all of you for participating in this and for helping to create this space for this process. I hope that it proved helpful for you. Again, my name is Mark DeNicola. I'm from the HEAL team. In addition to my work with HEAL, I do a lot of work with individuals that have issues with anxiety. Like myself, I used to have very severe anxiety. What I'd done is I actually built a course off of everything that I found to actually work to assist me out of severe anxiety and panic attacks. So if anxiety is something that's a regular part of your life, feel free to message me or send me a request to be a friend on Instagram here. Send me a DM and I will happily give you access to that course anytime over the rest of this year for just $10. It usually retails on Udemy for a lot more, but I always like to give the HEAL community access to it for anything. And even if that's a big struggle for you, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're someone in need, I'm always happy to help out in any ways I can. because I care for anyone and I know how difficult panic and anxiety can be to navigate on a daily. I love seeing all these thank yous. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, so grateful to be here. All my gratitude towards all of you, as well as the HEAL team, to Kelly. My name is Mark DeNicola. I will put it again in the thing here. Hold up. Thank you for reminding me. I will spell it out as well. So I just put again in the chat as HEAL. You'll see at Mark DeNicola. That's MarkDenicola. So in terms of HEAL, we're kind of winding down, but we're actually staying active for an end of the year type thing when most companies kind of quiet down. We do have a lot of stuff going on, including a new podcast episode that's going to be dropping a little bit later tonight or early in the morning, depending on your time zone. This one is with somatic sexologist Jaya. It's her second appearance on the HEAL podcast. The first episode was amazing. This one's even more interesting. She really dives into your erotic blueprints and all these different things to really understand what sexuality is and how sexuality can actually be part of the personal frontier of personal development and how it kind of ties into that, not just the crude act of sex itself, or kind of reshaping the way we look at it. So that's something to look out for. And then in the new year, we have a whole bunch of new episodes. And of course, if you haven't recently watched or listened to the episode with Joe Dispenza, I know a ton of people have. It's a very popular one. I highly recommend it. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Every episode is. So again, thank you all for being here. I'll stick around for one more second or a couple more seconds to see if anyone had any questions about it. I was also going to scroll through to see if any questions did come up. Most of what I was seeing was just kind of thank yous, and people enjoyed the process, which means a lot to me. But if you do have any questions, feel free to quickly throw them out there. I'm just going to take a quick scroll through. Beautiful to see how many people really felt like they dialed in. I love it's exactly what you need. They've kind of felt like what I needed to. So that's why I felt it was really a calling to do this theme and then to kind of create in this way. So I see some familiar faces as well. Jamal, nice to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. So it's wonderful that you were all part of this. Can we do it again? Well, the good thing is that this replay will be available, so you can do this daily even if you want. The replay will be available almost immediately on Instagram. It just takes a few minutes to process it. And then we will also be uploading it to our YouTube channel. And of course, join us every Wednesday, whether it's myself, Lexi, or Adam from the team. One of us is always here at this time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific, with one of these Healing Wednesday processes, whether it's a meditation, breath work, a sound bath. We have so many different things. So you'll always be able to get something amazing every single Wednesday, in addition to all the other content that we create as part of the HEAL team. So thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate it. I'm glad that so many of you enjoyed it and helped to create this space with me. So much love to you. I hope you enjoy the remainder of your 2023. And I look forward to connecting with you all again in 2024. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.